It's Friday. You know what that means. Of course, we have new content. MLB The Show 23 Diamond Dynasty. Today, we have a lot of new content, two new programs, a very big roster update. So, we got a lot to get into. So, let's do it. Looking at the calendar, we have a ton of stuff. Today, we have the new Lightning Julio Rodriguez, just as I predicted. We have the Great Race of 98 program, which has a 99 Sammy Sosa and a 99 McGwire that are completely free to get. We have a new, or it's basically the Great Race of 98 is a new card series. And so they have a pack, they have a bunch of stuff for it. And there are more players in that program. We also have a roster update today. Made a lot of stubs, of course. So we're going to be going over that. New tops now, of course. And then next week, we're getting Roberto Clemente Day program. So probably going to be getting 99 Roberto Clemente. And then a week from next week, so in 2 weeks from today, the pennant chase is on. New program with postseason heroes, earn 99 overall legends and flashbacks. So we're going to start with this Great Race of 98 program, and it's a new card series, which is very, very cool. I don't know why I clicked on him. So the final reward is 99 Mark McGwire, and man, this card is insane. Maxed out contact versus righties, both power, of course. Discipline, clutch, defense is solid. I mean, not horrible for first baseman. This card is going to be insane. We have to see which swing they're going to give him. If they give him the OG swing, this card is going to be disgusting. If they give him the newer swing, might ruin him. Really hope they give us the better swing, but the card on paper is insane. For Sammy Sosa, this card is really disappointing. I could see why they don't want to make him as good as the collection Sammy Sosa, but it's like, this is the Great Race of 98. This was when both of these guys hit for like 60 homers. How can he have 105 power versus lefties? I don't get it. Contact versus lefties is not that good. Vision and discipline both suck. Obviously still a free 99 and not a bad card, but just very underwhelming for what we were expecting from Sosa. But it doesn't ruin the program because of the McGwire card being so good. Moving on, we have a Great Race of 98 pack in the show shop. So let me actually just go to the show shop and show you guys. So we have a Great Race of 98 choice pack. Works the same as it always does. Rare round and a base round. So quickly going through the rare round. Carlos Delgado, this card is insane. Catcher secondary too with these hitting attributes. 120, 125, 125, 100 with 125 clutch is insane. I mean, this card is gross. And especially the fact that he can play catcher. We have a 99 Sean Green. Overall, very good Sean Green card. Haven't really had too many 99 Sean Greens. Really good against righties, good enough against lefties, and a 100. It's good vision, gold defense, very good speed as well. Kerry Wood, starting pitcher, 4-seam slurve, 12-6 cutter changeup. Has pretty good control for a Kerry Wood card, very good break. I mean, maxed out on those 3 pitches. This is another very good card. So the rare round, no misses. For the base round, we have a Brett Saberhagen. No one ever cares about his cards. Nothing against the guy. He was a very good pitcher. But his cards always suck because his pitch mix sucks, his velo sucks, and his per 9 sucks. Moving to Eric Davis. Very good hitter all around. Not good vision and discipline, though, with gold defense, so not a bad card. We have a Mike Piazza 97. So we had a 99 from Extreme, and now we get a 97. Nobody's going to be using this card unless you don't have the Extreme Piazza. But overall, pretty solid hitter and pretty cheap. David Justice, 120, 100, 107, 81 power versus lefties is a little low. But everything else he has, and about silver defense, Edgar Martinez, very good against righties, pretty good against lefties. Power versus lefties, again, not that high. Defense is atrocious. It's Edgar Martinez. What do you expect? And we also have Diamond Duos for the Great Chase of 98, or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? Great Race of 98. Jason Giambi is one of the 2 Diamond Duos. Maxed out discipline and clutch and power versus righties. Really good contact. 80 power versus lefties. They couldn't have just given us a little better power versus lefties. But overall, everything else is pretty good. Defense is okay. And then a John Franco 99 overall. Screwball, sinker, slider, 4-seam circle change. Maxed out case per 9 in clutch. Good enough hits per 9. Velo is a little lower, but everything else is good. That's like the one bad thing about this card. Moving back to the program. This program works exactly the same as the number retirement. You can do these collections and stuff. I'm not going to do them, though. 97 Derek Jeter, high contact, low power, good defense and speed. We have another 97 Pedro Martinez, or he had a 95. Great pitch mix. I mean, the per 9s aren't that good, but the clutch helps him out a lot. Control and breaker pretty solid. Jeff Bagwell, very good against lefties, okay against righties, gold defense. We have Troy Percival. This is a very good card. Four seam 12-6 changeup slider. Control is great. Break is great. Speed differentials are there. He throws very hard on the four seam, and this card isn't really missing anything. I guess maybe a sinker or a cutter. Larry Walker, very good contact, meh power, great defense, can play second and third. That's pretty interesting. Greg Vaughn, this is pretty much exactly how I predicted Greg Vaughn card to be in the 95, 96, 97s. I had him predicted as one of the captains for the player of the month. Okay defense, really good power versus righties. Jason Kendall, he always has high contact and low power, good defense, and very good speed for a catcher as well. And then we have a Rob Nen, four-seam slider, splitter, curveball. Control is pretty solid, break is very good. Very good per nines, throws very hard. The relievers in this program are very good. We also have the Great Race of 98 event. So for 5 wins, there's a Johnny Damon, who is pretty trash. I mean, all he does is contact right and vision. Good speed as well. We have an event rewind pack here. And then we have a John Smoltz, not good at all. I mean, event rewards have been horrible this year. The 12-win reward streak is Vladimir Guerrero. Holy English, oh my goodness. Is Vladimir Guerrero Sr. And this card is underwhelming as well. So the event is pretty trash. Let me pull up the Vlad. Yeah, I mean, obviously not a bad card. But the power is... I mean, I don't know, man. The other 99 Vlad is so much better, in my opinion. Great defense on Vlad, though. Actually, you know what? This is a little better than I thought. Really quickly, before I get into the player of the month, I want to show you guys tops now, because there's actually some notable stuff. We have a 99 Tim Anderson. Not a bad card, but we're actually getting a 99 in tops now, which is pretty cool. We have a Royce Lewis, obviously doing very well. Great against righties. Good defensive flexibility. Ronnie Mauricio destroys righties. Bad against lefties. Good defense. And then we have Kyle Harrison, four-seam slur, circle change slider, cutter, great pitch mix. That's pretty much it. I mean, pretty solid per nines. Jason Dominguez, as a Yankees fan, love to see it. Very good against righties, good speed as well. We have a Tommy Edman, very good against lefties, very bad against righties. Defense is always going to be amazing, same with speed. We have a Noel V. Marte, high contact and clutch, good defense and speed. We have a Johan Oviedo, starting pitcher, four-seam slider, slur, sinker, circle change, good pitch mix. Case per nine is horrible though. Bo Naylor, pretty good catcher against righties, not good against lefties, solid defense as well. Darius Vines, cutter, four-seam changeup, slider, control and break are pretty solid. I mean, overall, pretty solid pitcher. I mean, but it's tops now, so like nobody really cares about these guys. You just get them to collect them. Nick Lofton, high contact, okay. Defensive flexibility, oops. We have Austin Wells, love to see this as a Yankees fan. He actually isn't that bad against lefties too, and he's goal defense. We have Kyron Paris, high contact and clutch, good defense and speed. They all are pretty much the same. And then Sedani Rafaela, definitely said that wrong. Good defense and speed, okay contact. So now finally we have the August monthly awards program, and here is Julio. Very good. I mean, high contact versus both sides. Good power against both sides, 100, 111. The discipline is a little lower. You would like that to be a little higher, but it's not horrible. Vision at 92 is good enough. Defense is insane. I mean, 93 fielding, 99 arm, and everything with speed is maxed out. This is a very good lightning card. Moving on, we have Kerry Carpenter, 98 overall. He was in my predictions. I also obviously predicted Julio Rodriguez. Destroys righties, not good against lefties though. Raisel Iglesias, I got a lot of comments for this. I just didn't really realize he had an insane month. This is a very good reliever card. Great control and break. Speed differentials are there. The per nines in the clutch are pretty much perfect. This is a very good reliever. Mitch Garver, I thought about giving him catcher card. I didn't think they'd give him this good of a card. Holy God. 101, 125, 125, 94 with 120 clutch. This is an insanely good catching card. Adam Duvall, I predicted well. Maxed out power versus both sides. Wow. Contact versus righties is a little lower. Good defense as well. So far, I predicted most of the cards. Moving on to Freddie Peralta, also predicted him. Four-seam slider, curveball, circle change. I mean, not a good enough pitch mix, but I mean, they did him well with the per nines. The control and the breaker kind of okay, though. Teoscar Hernandez, I also thought about him. I did not use him, though. Very good against righties. Contact versus righties is 125. That's really interesting. Power is pretty good, and then the defense is actually pretty good. Sonny Gray, okay. Didn't expect the Sonny Gray card. I thought they were going to keep him for finest. They might still give him a 99 for finest. Great pitch mix, good control and break. Case per nine are a little low though. Ryan Mountcastle, predicted him as well. Maxed out versus lefties and clutch. Defense is okay. Power versus righties really hurts him. Josh Lowe destroys righties, horrible against lefties. Good defense and speed, though. Sam Hentges from Cleveland, 12-6 four-seam slider, sinker, so pretty solid pitch mix. Great control and break. No outlier. The hits per nine is bad. It's very bad, but the pitching clutch helps him out. Luis Rengifo. Okay, good against righties. Maxed out contact left and clutch. Can play the entire infield at switch hitting. Kyle Bradish, predicted him in the last program, and they gave it to him this program. Slider, four-seam sinker, 12-6, circle change. Okay, pretty solid card all around. 99 velo, not bad. Okay, break outlier. Jake Berger, high contact versus righties, 104, 118 versus lefties, 95 power versus righties. Pretty okay defense, but a solid card. Yusei Kikuchi, four-seam slider, 12-6, circle change. This card is not good at all. Good control. But, the 93, or he's not good at all. He's just not that good. The per 9 suck, but the clutch helps him out. Max Kepler, maxed out stats against lefties. Interesting. Okay, so I got the attributes wrong, but I predicted Max Kepler destroys lefties, so he has reverse splits. Moving on to Eric Swanson, splitter, four-seam slider. Control is insane. Break is also insane. 103 hits per 9, 98 pitch and clutch. A little low on the clutch. Zach Geloff, I still don't know how to say his name, predicted him as well. Very good for contact left and power right. Defense is okay. Good speed as well. Jojo Romero predicted this as well. Sinker, circle change, slider, four-seam cutter. Velocity, no outlier. But overall, pretty solid card. Hits per 9 is a little lower than I would expect. And then Cionel Perez from Baltimore. Sinker, four-seam slider, curveball. Control and break are very good. 103 hits per 9, 125 pitching clutch, velo and breaker maxed out. This is a very good card. And then lastly, we have the captains. Gary Sanchez destroys righties, horrible against lefties, has pretty solid defense for a Gary card. And then Madison Bumgarner, overall, not an amazing card, but you're going to be using these captains for team builds, really. Control and break are both pretty solid. And now lastly, for the roster update, we have 6 new diamonds. We're going to go through them. I invested in 4 of them, so that's a pretty good investment rate. Obviously, I'm not going to go deep into this roster update. Just go on the game and look at it, or else this video would be like 40 minutes long. So I'm going to show you guys the new diamonds. First, we have Brandon Woodruff. I did not invest in him because I thought the roster update was going to be last week. And then by the time that it came along to invest in him, he was already too expensive for me to invest in him. I could have, but I wouldn't have been making any stops, really. So Brandon Woodruff went up to an 87. We have another new diamond. We have Julio Rodriguez I invested in, got a +4. This was so well deserved. Destroyed everybody in the month of August. Christian Walker, I invested in him as well. Kind of an underrated pick, and he sneakily went diamond. I told you guys that clutch could really take him over the edge, and +32 definitely did. We also have Francisco Lindor. Pretty surprised he went diamond. Didn't expect it to happen. But it actually did. I thought he had a chance to go to an 84, but he's an 86 now, and it's probably because of his arm accuracy and speed and aggressiveness. We also have Tyler Glasnow, got a +1. I invested in him heavy back when he was cheaper, so this is going to be some nice profit. Didn't expect him to go too high. Bryce Harper, another guy who I invested in, went diamond. I recommended him to you guys, and he was a good investment. And yeah, so those are all 6 of the new diamonds. We also have the Wilmer Flores with a +7. Trey Turner went up to an 84. You guys can check this out on your own. But yeah, looking at my investments, didn't have any Brandon Woodruffs. I'm not going to quick sell them yet because I'm going to save it for the TikTok. Julio Rodriguez, he's going to make me about 200K. Christian Walker, I have 151. That's going to be another like 560. Moving forward, Bryce Harper, a little over 100. And then, yeah, so that's about 300K. Tyler Glasnow, I had 200 of them, and he's an 85, so that's 600K. So, yeah, I made about 1.6 million in revenue. I would say profit is probably around like 800 or 900K, which is very good. That's pretty high. You always want it to be as high as you can. But, yeah, made a lot of steps today. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Appreciate the support on this video. Very long video, but yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, but most importantly, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.